companies are so worried about making as much money as quickly as possible that they're not worried about impressing their fans and actually keeping audiences happy and on their side. And unfortunately, Mortal Kombat: The Legacy Collection recently released, and it is getting raked across the coals by gamers because it's got some major technical issues. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I do love a good remake or remaster or legacy collection for the series that I love the most, don't get me wrong. And I'm definitely somebody who will show up to buy these products if they're not constantly pumping them out. Maybe every couple of years we get one. But unfortunately, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, I would probably wait to purchase this, or at least know what you're getting yourself into and what you're spending $50 on, because the Legacy Collection, which recently released, has launched to mixed reviews on Steam because of major technical issues. So Mortal Kombat: The Legacy Collection should have been an easy win. It bundles together the first 4 MK games, including the WaveNet version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, previously thought lost, as well as less fondly remembered spin-offs like Mortal Kombat Mythology, Sub-Zero for the sake of completeness and the memes. It also comes with an interactive documentary about the history of the series, which does sound really cool, yet within the days of release, 55% of its Steam reviews are negative. Input lag is unacceptably high in every game, even offline, says one, with some players complaining it's even noticeable in the menus. Others are upset that the online's in a terrible state, quick play matches with random people only, you can't queue for more than one game at a time, so the community splintered between games, another laments. The 360/PS3 MK collection that came out over 10 plus years ago had better netcode than this. And it's not just the input lag in online that players are complaining about either, it's the AI coming in for the drubbing as well, since half of the match is just the enemy social distancing. They're staying 6 feet away from me, God forbid characters get COVID, and this is so sad to see because it's not like this is, I don't know, a $5 or a $10 legacy collection that they expect you to put a couple of hours into, and sure, maybe it's not the highest level of quality. No, it's like they put the least amount of effort into this possible, and I'm so sick and tired of companies doing this. I would rather you not ever touch a franchise again than release some cash grab, low effort fucking slop, and then you have that stain on your legacy and have that stain on your reputation. According to Digital Eclipse's FAQ, lobbies are coming in a post-release update. If a game is not ready to release, don't release it. It's not that shocking, guys. If you didn't have the time or the workers to put in all of the effort, then just delay the game and actually have these lobbies coming in the full release, because you've actually said to yourselves, we don't want to scam our customers. No, but companies don't care. In the weeks following launch, we will add online arcade, a system where you can create lobbies, choose the players, and rotate games for the tastes of your private group of friends. We're finalizing the UI details on these features now. There's also been a hotfix to deal with some of the audio issues and a handful of other bugs, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough to put it in a very high state of quality, because it is still sitting at mixed. There are still bad reviews being put onto Metacritic, and yeah, just a lot of people are still very, very unhappy with this. I'm so sick and tired of companies going, nostalgia sells. Let's put the least amount of effort into a product release possible. I mean, there's tons of people here who have even refunded. Was really hyped for this game. I wanted a way to play UMK3 again, like back during the 360 port, but the input lag is insane. The patch yesterday lowered it a bit, but it's still bad. And looking into this is a problem on a level that is just unfixable for Digital Eclipse from the looks of it. So I had to refund. It is not worth the $50. And again, yeah, it's not like it's, I don't know, $10 and they're just kind of throwing these your way and hoping that you can play them. No, I mean, this is a significantly priced product. Poor effort by Digital Eclipse, greedy money grab, queuing for an hour until I gave up. They couldn't even add a bind for step in and out for MK4. Bought for myself to see what all the fuss is about regarding this collection coming in hot. MK3 Arcade and MK Trilogy feel worse to play than the versions I have on GOG that run off of DOSBox. They look about the same too on my modern monitor, with next to no upscaling introduced, although there's the option for a poorly done CRT filter that just washes everything out. The older games feel laggy even on the character select screens. And if you were really hoping that Digital Eclipse was maybe going to put some extra time and effort into this, I would think again, because this game clearly did not sell as well as they were probably hoping. Sure, a collection like this isn't supposed to have 100,000 people in game. You can't expect them to do insane numbers, but when the all-time peak was only 1,012 for such a classic collection, and it's supposed to be a easy sale to nostalgic Mortal Kombat fans, yeah, I don't think that they're going to put a lot of extra effort into this. I don't see them making major improvements for 1,000 people here. And yes, it did sell and release on other platforms, so maybe it did a little bit better there. But when you only see 1,000 for the all-time peak at release, you can't expect it to do so good in their minds that they say, we're gonna keep infinitely updating it. We're gonna make this the high quality experience everybody wanted, because they just say, well, we already got their sale, so tough shit. There are some positive reviews here of people saying the only negative point I've found is that the SNES MK1 has really bad input lag. It's literally unplayable. I know this is already the lesser version, but it is the one I grew up with, and it's a shame I cannot play it. And I think that if part of the product is unplayable, it should not get a positive across the board. I tried so hard to like this, but God, the input delay is horrific. I definitely am pushing a refund on this. I'm sorry, but I think you guys won't be in the gaming industry for long. And if we take a quick peek at the discussions page, there are a lot of people saying, how the F do you mess up a collection of 20-plus-year-old ROMs? How did they break it? I just want to confirm with you guys, is the AI bugged? And if not, are you going to be adjusting it? How did you mess this up so badly? The online doesn't work. Major input delay. When is this going to be fixed? Non-functional online, 4 days and counting. Online multiplayer still isn't working. So a lot of major criticisms are being levied towards them at this point. And it's so sad that there were so many people that were so hyped for this collection who are now either refunding it, or they're just hoping and praying that Digital Eclipse is going to put some work and effort into this, though I can't say I expect them to, because they released it, and we know how companies are. They launch remasters and then they set them and forget them, and they put a minimal amount of effort into them after release. So I'll be keeping my eye on this, but if you haven't purchased this yet, I highly recommend you hold off. You wait to see if they respond to the criticisms, and if they actually do release some heavy lifting patches, or if they just, completely disrespect the people who bought this for $50. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.